Today is, as said, June 12th, and the markets are crazy. So is the next market crash coming? I want to show you what I'm doing and what I see on the chart. So let's jump right onto the screen right now. This is what we see with the Dow Jones. Yesterday, down almost 2,000 points, 7%, and today it's all over the place. Let's take a look at a 15-minute chart of what's happening here today. Yesterday, this huge, massive drop, after basically Powell said, yeah, we'll keep interest rates the same, but we do believe that it is a long way until recovery. So huge sell-off here yesterday, markets down 7%, and today all over the place. At first it looked like, hey, we're doing good. So this is here the start of today. Then we were going down, even taking out session lows, and right now we're bouncing right back. So what is causing this craziness here? I mean, this is just insane. So let's take a look at this. And investing.com says that Wall Street cuts gains today on lingering COVID concerns. See, they say investors are concerned because there's a potential second wave of COVID-19 infections. However, I don't think that this is necessarily true, because take a look at this. If this were true, what would be the stocks that are most down today? Well, it would be stocks like, for example, American Airlines, right? Airline stocks. But take a look at this. American Airlines today up 14%. United Airlines up 16%. The cruise lines, Norwegian Cruise Lines up 16%. Boeing up 9%. Even bank stocks are up. So if you look at Bank of America, up 2% here. Carnival Cruises. So what the heck is going on? And this is where I looked at another source where basically briefing.com said, well, you know what? The market doesn't appear to be trading off any news today. You see, and this is what I see is happening right now in the markets. And then let's take a look at if the next crash is coming here or not. Because here's what I see. First of all, it is going down, and this is why now some people are saying, hey, let's buy some stuff, because think about it. There is a lot of money on the sidelines. The central banks around the world have set aside $25 trillion. $25 trillion. Now, of course, they say, well, we're buying corporate bonds and we are buying mortgage-backed securities. But you know what? I do believe that there's a way that they can take advantage when they say bargains here. And so this is why we see exactly why American Airlines and these other stocks are being bought today. Because we had this huge, massive drop-off. So you see American Airlines, for example, from the high to the low, down 40%. And this is where there's a bounce back here right now. So same, and Norwegian Cruise Lines. This is what we see. We see this massive drop that we had here over the past 2 days of 40%, and now a drop back. This is what's actually happening here right now. So is the next market crash coming? Actually, let's take a look at the S&P 500. So from the high until we hit the low here, markets are down 7.84%. So again, yesterday, the majority 7%, but then we added a few more percentage. So 7.84%. And right now, everybody says, oh my gosh, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. Will we go down? Well, let's take a look. I mean, you know me. I like to trade what I see, not what I think, right? As you can see, ever since markets hit a low here on March 23rd, several times we had a rebound, and then also we did have a retracement. Look at this. So we did have a retracement right here, which was 8%. So no big deal. And then the markets were rallying and they made new highs here. And then we had another retracement. Take a look at this. Boom, 6%. And then markets were going up. And then we had another retracement. And this retracement was actually 6%. And then markets were going up again. And then we had another retracement right here, which was 6.5%. And you see, after this, we had the market go up for quite a while. And it seems that we have forgotten what a retracement looks like. So if you remember, every single time we had these retracements, this is where some expert says, we'll have the next market crash. It is going down. It is going below 2,000. I mean, the S&P here right now is hovering at around 3,000. So yes, did we have a scare this week? Absolutely. Is it possible that maybe we go down to 2,200? It is possible. But looking at the chart here, I mean, look at this. Over the past, not even 2 months, over the past 6 weeks, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times we had these retracements. And it seems that the natural way for the market is to go up. So what should you do in these situations? What am I doing here? Well, this is where, first of all, don't panic. Have you ever read, what is it, Douglas Adams, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, right? Where the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy shows the letters in big word, don't panic. Hey, if you have read the book, leave a comment here. Let me know if you have read the book. I found it hilarious. I've read it probably as a teenager. Both my teenagers have read it. I believe it's a classic. Anyhow, don't panic. So let's actually talk about what to do right now. Number one is follow your plan. Now, you know, I have already shown you my plan several times. So if you want a copy, I'll be happy to give it to you. So here is, I have multiple accounts. What I've been doing here on this show on Coffee with Marcus is that I've traded a $20,000 account publicly. It's a rather small account. I'm trading options and I am using the PowerX strategy. There's the book. If you want to have a copy of the book, I'll be happy to ship it to you. Just pay for shipping and handling, which is $4.95. I'll give you the book for free. There's a link in the description here. Anyhow, so this is my plan. So I have my entries and my exits. And as you know, I've been trading this account since May 19th. So this is right now probably almost 4 weeks here, almost a month. And yes, of course, it was way more fun when the account was up. So I actually did take a screenshot. So as you know, a few days ago, this account was up almost $6,000, right? And today, I had to realize I had to exit a bunch of positions. So I'll be happy to show you exactly what I exited. And today, right now, we can look at the live account. I mean, there's no secrets, as you know. So as you can see, there's still a few positions there. But as you can see, the profit and loss year to date, I'm down. And now the question is, should you panic? I mean, is the plan not working? Okay, so let's talk about what exactly happened here. So today, I exited 8 positions because I was following my plan. I exited them based on a black bar rule because a stop loss was hit. And today, no profit target was hit. Anyhow, and I want to show you the exact stats of what was happening here today and over the past few weeks with the account so that you know why I still have unshakable confidence in my plan. Okay, so since May 19th, over the past 4 weeks, I had 136 signals. And as you know, I'm using my software, the PowerX Optimizer, to find the very best stocks to trade. Now, you also know that according to my plan, and again, I'll show you also, if you go to rockwelltrading.com/plan, I'll be happy to send you a PDF version of this plan here. So you know that I'm taking all trades unless the stock is completely crazy, the bid-ask of the option is too big, or the risk of the option is more than 2% of the account, which is $400. So there are 3 criteria when I will not enter a trade. So let's go back and let's take a look here at the stats. So out of these 136 signals that I got over the past few weeks, 24 of them were crazy stocks. So when you see I'm expressing it here in percent, so 36% were crazy stocks. Well, it's actually out of all these that are ruled out. So for 10, the risk was too high. It was higher than the $400 that I was willing to risk. And for 32, the bid ask was too high. So this means that I had 70 signals after I ruled out a few stocks. And out of these 70 signals, 31 triggered. And again, this is where you know, if you're using PowerX Optimizer, for example, today I was looking at TWOU. I want to make sure that we are going below the line in the sand here. So I always have an exact price, as you can see in the upper right-hand corner here. So this is where I wanted to take this trade if it moves below 31.77. And if I'm looking at buy opportunities, I want to make sure that it moves above a certain level. By the way, if you would like to know more about the PowerX Optimizer and what it does, there's probably a link in the description. I set up a website for you. It's called mytradingroutine.com, where you see exactly what I do. I'll walk you through it step by step. Anyhow, so this means that out of these 136 signals, I excluded 66, and so 70 were left. 31 were triggered, and I got filled on 22 of them. So here's what happened over the past few weeks. So I still have 4 open trades. So right now I'm still in 4 trades. I have closed 18 trades. And out of these 18 trades, only 5 of them I closed with a profit. And now you might say, oh my gosh, only 5 of them? Because this means 13 I closed with a loss. So, oh my gosh, it's not working, right? No, let me show you. So as you can see, my winning percentage is 28%. And I know traders always want to have a high winning percentage. I know that traders always want to have a winning percentage of 70, 80%, well, if possible, 100%. But it doesn't exist here. And here's what I want to show you. The 5 winning trades made me $2,273. The 13 losing trades lost me a total of $2,635. Do you get the idea? This is why, as I told you, right now, even after this massive market correction yesterday, I'm only down $362. See, I'm keeping my stats. I know my stats. Do you know your stats? I hope that you do. By the way, thus far, is this making sense when I show you my stats of what we are doing here? Because if so, do me a favor and click on like really quick. This way I know that this video is resonating with you and I will do more of these videos. But if you say, no, this is boring, I don't want to hear about this, that's fine, right? So if you're enjoying this, click on like. I'm not chasing likes here, but I want to make sure that I gauge which videos you enjoy most. So let's talk about a little bit more. So as you can see, my average winning trade is more than twice as high as my losing trade. Now let's talk about the 13 losses that I had here. So out of these 13 losses, 7 of them were stopped out with a loss. With 9 of them, I saw a so-called black bar exit. And the black bar means that 2 indicators are going the opposite direction. So as you know, I'm using 3 indicators: RSI, stochastics, and MACD. And if you would like to learn more about this, go to mytradingroutine.com. I'll show you exactly how to do it there. Anyhow, there's also another video, and we'll link to this here, probably in the description somewhere, where I show you exactly how to use these indicators. Anyhow, as soon as 2 indicators are going in the other direction, I'm getting out of there, and only 2 of these trades have hit the profit target. But you get the idea. So I'm down right now 362 trades. I have 4 open positions. By the way, these positions right now are still profitable. So what do you think? How long will it take me to make back the money that I lost here? What do you think? How long will it take me to make back the money here, the $362 that I've lost? Well, not a gambler, but if you wanted to bet with me, I'll tell you 1 week. 1 week, because I'm super confident that out of my positions or the other positions that I pick, I'll be just fine. So all we need is the market to find a direction. By the way, I have also more stats here. I'll talk about it probably in another video here. So thus far, I've been trading for 24 calendar days, for 18 trading days. So only 18 trading days thus far. And as you can see, I have some stats here that show me how many signals per day I am getting, how many per week, how many after exclusions, how many were triggered actually, and how many were filled. Now, based on this, you'll also see anticipated trades per year is 636, and we talked about it yesterday. If you're interested in running your trading as a business, you should have around 720 trades. And as you can see here, with just one strategy, and as you know, I'm trading multiple strategies, just with this one strategy, you can already anticipate to have 636 trades. So you're almost there. And by the way, if you're interested in this on trading and taxes and how to run your trading as a business, we'll link to some other videos in the description. I did 2 videos on these, and I think they're really important for every trader. You get the idea. So what to do when the markets are going down? Or is the next market crash coming? First of all, a few takeaways. So the first takeaway, I don't care what the markets are doing. You know me. Trade what you see, not what you think. See, right now, I keep following my strategy. I even have a mug that says, trade what you see, not what you think, right? So this is super important, because if you listen to the talking heads, we just talked about it. Investing.com says, well, it's because right now the markets are going down because maybe there's a second wave coming. And then Briefing.com says, no, we don't think so. And I mean, the talking heads don't know what is going on. So number 2 is follow your plan. And here's why. Hope is not a strategy. So for example, today, as you have seen, today the markets at first bounced back. And I might have said, you know what? I'm keeping all my positions because the markets might go back. No, I'm following my rules no matter what, because I have unshakable confidence in my plan. I know that it works. Now, let's talk about the third key takeaway that we have here is keep your losses small. I cannot stress this enough. this is so important that you're keeping your losses small. Because you see, even though I had 13 losing trades, my losses were slightly bigger than my profits. And one more profitable trade will put me in the green again. And this is where I think here, it's super important. I expect a 50% winning percentage. So, has this happened right now? No. I am having a losing streak, as have many other traders. I mean, what do you think when yesterday, when the markets fell 7%? Do you think that many traders lost money? The key is that you keep your losses small. And we talked about it. We do have a private Facebook VIP group. And in there, Jeff just said it yesterday morning at 9:30. Boy, I love how the Parex Optimizer, no big losses since I started this program, closed out a lot of trades in the past few days. Not feeling bad about any of them, okay? And John says, I agree, 4 small losses today, but that's trading. You see, this is so important that you keep your losses small because losses are part of the business. And by keeping your losses small, this is how you stay alive. So, hope this helps. If it does, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. And also, I'll link a few videos on the screen here right now for you with some of the videos that I mentioned. So hop over to one of the other videos and I'll see you there.